the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you wherever you might be. Snow showers, snow flurry activity around the Great Lakes Bay area. Broadcasting today from Radio Center, where we are looking at some clouds and some snow showers as we've gone through the morning hours. Matthew Lester joining me as well. And it looks as though, Matthew, it's going to be one of those days where not too much temperature change, windy, so it'll be cold, and snow showers. That's the way things are going right now.
Yeah, I say it all the time when I'm so ready for the summertime. I'm over this cold madness stuff. Like, I'm over it.
Yeah, you got your golf clubs all greased up and ready to go.
Yep,
huh?
I'm ready to hit the course.
Yeah. Temperature-wise, what are we looking at right now?
Well, over at the airport, we have some light snowfall at 27 degrees. Over at Midland, it's the same, light snowfall at 27. Here at Radio Center, we have some light snowfall, but at 26 degrees. We have northwest winds at 15 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.50, and it's rising.
Hot spot around this area, you got to go down to Monroe. They're currently at 37, but all along that I-94 corridor and over on the west side of the state, temperatures a little bit cooler than what they are here. And then you take a look up north where temperatures are a whole lot cooler. Alpena is one of the warm spots right now, and they are at 24. Cadillac is looking at 19, Charlevoix at 19, Frankfort 19, Gaylord, who's picked up a little bit of snow over the last 24 hours at 17. Grayling right now is at 20. Pellston at 19, Rogers City 23, Traverse City looking at 20 degrees. And then you move into the Upper Peninsula where they've been getting a whole lot of snow. And currently 4 degrees in Ironwood, so they are by far the coldest in the state. But all over on that west side, temperatures in the low teens, mid-teens in the central part of the Upper Peninsula, and then right around the 20-degree mark on the east side of the UP. We do have those winds to contend with, and it's going to be that way not only for the remainder of the day today, but also tonight. Wind speeds are going to be dropping off just a little bit, but not much. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be looking at more of a southwest breeze. So as a result, temperatures will be moving up to right around 30 degrees, 32, and they're going to stay there. They're not going to drop down like we'll see our temperatures drop this afternoon. Southwest breeze tomorrow night, but then on Friday, a little bit stronger southwest breeze, but nobody's complaining, because the forecast for Friday is for a temperature approaching 50 degrees with a southwest breeze at gusting to 30 miles per hour. And then Friday night with partly cloudy skies, 29, 30 degrees for a low there. Then on Saturday and Sunday, temperatures will begin to fall off just a little bit, and we will have, again, a little bit better chance of seeing some snow. After what we're seeing today, snow is not going to be in the forecast for a couple of days, but there will be a low pressure system on Friday that will be north of Minnesota. That low is going to be tracking in an east-southeasterly direction, and that's what's going to give us that chance of some snow, especially Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. But after midnight on Saturday night, that's all going to go away. Then Sunday looks to be partly cloudy, talking 25, 26 degrees for a high with a low of right around 12 on Sunday. Now, Monday, we're going to start to warm up just a little bit. 28 for a high with, I think, partly to mostly sunny skies. Same thing will be holding true for a good part of the day on Tuesday. Temperatures, though, will be moving up into the upper 30s. But later in the day on Tuesday and Tuesday night, another system is going to be affecting our weather. Now, we talked over the last couple of days about a system that is going to be tracking through the Tennessee Valley, heading from the west to the east. That system is going to be tracking off to the east coast. Right now, it appears as though a lot of the energy of that low is eroding. It is decreasing a little bit. So we'll just have to see how strong that system is going to get once it hits the Atlantic Ocean. It will be taking a northerly track. Hopefully, the folks on the East Coast are not going to get any more snow like they have been getting in that part of the country, and creating all sorts of travel issues. So our high temperature for the day today has already been reached. We're going to be looking at a low of 14 tonight, partly cloudy late tonight. Snow showers, snow flurry activity, glimpses of sun. That's what we're going to be looking at. And again, as I said, a west wind gusting to 30 miles per hour during the day today. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 30 for a high, 26 for a low. Then on Friday, that warming trend kicks in. We'll be pretty close to 50 degrees on Friday. And Saturday and Sunday, a whole lot closer, if not below normal. And then temperatures will begin to climb. So by the mid to end of the work week next week, we are going to be looking at temperatures above normal. And it does appear as though the long-range outlook is going to give us a chance of some above normal temperatures to run us from, let's say, midweek next week through at least the 10th of March. Precipitation values, though, to be pretty close to average. Now, how much snow did Marquette pick up over the last couple of days? 29 inches. So put that on top of what they've already had. Marquette has got plenty of snow. Traverse City, over the last day and a half to so, had picked up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. Alpena, 6 to 8 inches. Mackinac, about 6 to 8 inches as well. Benton Harbor and South Bend picked up somewhere between 6 and 8 inches of snow over the last couple of days as well. And the Gaylord area over to Traverse City, looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 inches in accumulation. The warmest ever, 25th of February. You got to go back to 1957. 52 was our high, 42 was our low. The coldest ever, 1990. 9 was our high, 5 below zero was our low. The snowiest ever, 25th of February, 1935. We had 13 and a half inches of snow in a 24-hour period. The record high in this state is 58. That was set back in 1932. The record low, 7 below zero, 1950, and tied in 1993. And a year ago today, we were basking in the sun. 54 was our high, 31 was our low. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by today, Matthew, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Hammond Drives and Equipment Company in Freeland. We've been telling you all about what they offer, and they offer a lot. It's called the ER when it comes to folks, contractors, as well as other businesses, farmers, anybody that's got anything to do and operate big machines. Hammond Drives and Equipment, that's where you should be contacting if you've got a problem. Breakdowns are no fun. And to have a breakdown that takes you the better part of a couple, 3 days, that's devastating in some cases. Seized bearings, failed electric motors, busted roller chains, leaky hose. All of that can be taken care of quickly and promptly when you dial this number, 989-695-2239. Real experienced people, we're going to take your call, provide options to address your problem promptly. They've got 2 warehouses conveniently located in the heart of the Tri-Cities, thousands of square feet to inventory industrial products to keep your business running. Downtime for factories, farmers, contractors, and landscapers is lost time. Call Hammond, 989-695-2239. They stock thousands of feet of hose and fittings from small to large diameter with all ranges of pressure ratings. Water, air, hydraulic, and more can be custom made while you wait at their location in Freeland, right there on M47, just north of town. Stop by, visit their website. Better yet, call them first, 989-695-2239. Hammond Drives and Equipment, no problems, only solutions. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Cody, how you doing this morning?
Doing well. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, not too bad. The markets looked a little boring until I dropped down to the wheat, and then I wished I didn't.
Overall, I'd say it's kind of pretty quiet with a mixed bag. Wheat's kind of taking a little bit on the chin here today. Maybe a little more to do. We have some weather moving in out west, and the plains has been pretty dry the last couple weeks. And that kind of was a little bit of the rally that we saw last week and earlier this week, but that rain kind of coming in might be taking a little bit of pressure off that market. But overall, yeah, it's awfully quiet here. Coming into, we got first notice day on Friday for the March futures, so I think the market's just kind of doing a little position squaring and usually pretty quiet kind of leading into those days.
So right now on the board, what have you got at Star of the West, Cody?
Yeah, currently right now I have cash wheat. That's down 4 at the moment. 549 on the white, 474 on the red. New crop wheat, that's down 6. 566 on the white, 481 on the red. Looking over at corn, cash corn is unchanged at 383. New crop corn is up a penny at 415. Then looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans are up 1 at 1076, and new crop soybeans are also up 1 at 1047.
You have a great day. Thank you a lot, Cody.
Yeah, thank you.
Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what our markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank. Farming today has many challenges, and Thumb Bank keeps up with those changes, as well as industry trends and changes in your operation. You know, they've been doing it since 1895, and now they've got 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay to address any concerns, any questions you might have. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Market report also brought to you by Krizak's House Family Restaurant. Got a supply of food for an event coming up, whether it's just around the corner or down the road a few months. Krizak's can help. Great place for you to contact and say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I need for my event. They'll have it ready for you. All you got to do is stop by, pick it up, and you will be a hero at your event. 989-894-5531, corner of Cass and Michigan on the south side of Bay City, Krizak's House. And don't forget those fish fries now every Friday night at Krizak's. We say good morning to Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Doug, what's going on?
Well, they like it. They like the speech, apparently. Stock market's holding up pretty good, 0.5% higher. NASDAQ's up a little more than 1%. So, of course, they got beat up the most. Crypto is okay. It's come back almost 68,000. So that's about, maybe 4,000 higher than it was a couple days ago. They like the precious metals again. Silver's up 3.5%. Platinum's up 6%. Gold's up almost 1%. So that's holding up okay. Corteva hit an all-time high today. So that's holding up okay. Generally, chemicals are kind of in the tank today. Food stocks are kind of in the tank today. Mortgage rates hit a 4-year low. So that was kind of interesting. That should help housing demand, but the housing stocks are in the tank today. So it's not helping today. Let's see what happens down the road. Here's your numbers. The March corn is 428.5, up 3/4 of a penny. September corn 450.25, up 1 1/4. March soybeans 1140.25, up 3/4 of a penny. September soybeans 11.20, 3 3/4, also up 3/4 of a penny. The March wheat 5.63 3/4, down 3 3/4, and September wheat is 5.88, down 6. Sugar's trading at 13.92, down 9 cents. Crude oil 65.39, down 24 cents. Heating oil 261.44, down 7 1/4 cents. Gasoline 198.57, up 1.5 cents. Natural gas is 293.9, that's up 8.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3683 Canadian, that's down 16 ticks. The dollar buys 156.35 yen, that's up 47 ticks. The euro's at 118.02, up 31 ticks. And the dollar's at 97.73, that's down 11.5 ticks. Gold's at 52.0370, up $45.90. Silver's 90.66, up $3.16. Platinum's 23.1390, up $132.80. And copper's at 597.8, that is up 4 3/4 cents.
All righty. Doug, thank you.
Okay.
You have a great day, okay? Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They want to help farmers with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Make them your hometown financial solution if you haven't done it already. Get a little research done on them in the process. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. So check them out. And the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union, along with Steiner Tractor, where you get new parts for old tractors, invite you to mark down this coming Saturday over at the Brentwood in Carroll. It's the Thumb Area Engine and Tractor Association's 22nd Annual Farm Collectibles and Toy Show. Again, that's going to be this Saturday beginning at 8:30 at the Brentwood in Carroll, going until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's going to be farm toys on display, as well as antiques, collectibles, and literature. Remember, this is a buy, sell, swap event. Admission is $3 donation for adults. Children 12 and under are admitted free. And again, the Brentwood is where it's all at. We'll be broadcasting on Friday from the Brentwood to give you a sneak preview of all the things that you're going to see and do at the Carroll Farm Toy Show this Saturday. Along with us, Scott Duma with Nutrien Ag. Scott, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, Mother Nature keeps throwing curveballs at us. You know, I think I'm going to be able to learn how to hit the curve here pretty quick.
Yeah, it seems like we are now in the weather swings here, part of the winter. So warm and cold and snowy, and it looks like we got a little warm temperatures coming back in.
Yeah, it looks that way. Now, as far as what growers are asking the folks at Nutrien these days, what seems to be the conversation, Scott?
A lot of conversations around herbicide programs and fertility programs for their crops, and putting a plan together on what that looks like for each individual grower and fields for the spring season.
So at this stage of the game, again, it's a great idea for growers to stay in touch because, I don't know, are we running into any shortage situations, any inventory concerns right now?
At this time, there's no limitations on product supply that we have going. At least I'll just speak to Nutrien. We don't have any product shortages at this time, and we don't foresee any currently. So right now, it looks like we'll have enough product for spring season. The big guess is just how many acres of corn and soybeans are going to get planted this year.
Yeah, and with the price of soybeans the way it is, I know there's a little pressure on the corn situation, but as always, you know, when you got corn in the rotation, prices really don't mean a lot, especially around here.
Yeah, it's part of the rotation in our area, and you get to different parts of the state, and the dairy industry, animal industry, be it chickens, hogs, cattle, they all play a major role in that needing the corn for feed consumption.
So right now, all the guys are ready to go, guys and gals at Nutrien. We can contact them anytime, right?
yeah, now's a good time to come in and have conversations. It's warm in the offices there, and put a plan together to go when spring does finally show up.
And the coffee pot's always on, right?
That's right.
There you go. Scott Dumas, thank you. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
Thanks, you too, Terry.
You bet. Scott Dumas with Nutrien Ag. When we return, Craig Voorhees with the Rommel Agency will be joining us. But first, this.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Friday, bonus pricing has been extended at Rifkin Steel.
Implements are known to drift off the guidance line, even when you use auto steer. Keep your implements centered on the guidance line with Right Path, Ag Leader's passive implement steering solution. Right Path operates seamlessly through Ag Leader's In-Command Go displays to increase your operations efficiency throughout the growing season while minimizing crop damage, yield loss, and operator challenges. Contact PC Ag Solutions, your local ag dealer, today at 989-868-4444. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Legendary Tree Care. You need some trimming done? How about tree removal? You own an orchard and you need some trimming done there? Well, Legendary Tree Care can help. Remember, no job is too big or too small. They are fully licensed and insured, and they do specialize in those big projects. LegendaryTreeCareMI.com, or like them on Facebook. They're there when you need them. We say good morning to Craig Voorhees with the Rommel Agency. Craig, how you doing this morning?
We're doing pretty good, Terry. How's everybody there?
Well, so far so good. A little bit of snow out here, so Mother Nature's not going to give up, is she?
No, doesn't appear to be. And, speaking of not giving up, you can't drive on the expressways these days without seeing more and more of those billboards featuring the attorneys that want to file suit on your behalf. And they keep coming up more and more in conversations with customers. And you want to make sure you're protected if you ever get involved in one of those situations. We can't prevent the lawsuit, but we can protect you. And that comes from the liability portion of your farm or home policy or your auto policy. That's what that's designed to do, is pay out those benefits or those settlements and defense costs. So make sure you're maxing those out and make sure you're talking with your agent about an umbrella. That's another way to provide liability protection or ultimately asset protection, so you don't have to sell off a chunk of land to pay for one of those frivolous lawsuits.
Yeah, good advice. Craig, thank you so much. Good reminder. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
All right, Terry. Take care.
Will do. Craig Voorhees with the Rommel Agency. We'll be right back.
PowerLift hydraulic doors. Ever heard of them? PowerLift hydraulic doors is the largest hydraulic door manufacturer in North America, manufacturing and installing hydraulic doors for over 30 years. Covering the entire state of Michigan, we can custom design your new door up to 150 feet by 45-foot clear opening. We can fit your airplane hangar, agricultural shed, industrial or commercial structure with a strong, reliable, and high-performance door. Nothing beats a PowerLift hydraulic door built right here in Marlette, Michigan. Our custom hydraulic doors are designed for your toughest jobs.
Hi, I'm Andy. The price we give you is the installed price, and you deal with us from the beginning to the end. To schedule your PowerLift door consultation, call 989-635-8017 and ask for Andy, or visit powerliftdoorsmi.com. PowerLift Hydraulic Doors of Michigan. When you need it done right, we lift you above the rest.
Real quick, let's talk to Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, quickly, what are you thinking today?
Even with the snow on the ground and temperatures, now is the time when you want to get your seed packs out, start your seed packs for your gardening, whether it's flowers or vegetables. You can kind of look at the seed pack and the days to harvest and figure out when you want to start them. But now it's getting to be about that time. You can start your annuals inside, get some gardening going, and be ready for when season breaks.
Hey, there you go. Jerry, thank you. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir.
Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain, your Dairyland seed headquarters. They got a great selection of Sure Crop and Natures that'll help you increase your yields, Mr. Farmer. Check them out. Vic Huffer and his staff ready to chat, whatever your questions might be. Remember, serving you is their business, and have been doing it since 1983. Freeland Bean and Grain. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.